Porto, a city that gets under your skin. Porto is Portugal's second biggest city, and it's a place that stays with you long after you've left. Imagine colorful houses perched on hills rolling down to meet the Douro River. The air is a mix of salty sea breeze, tasty spices, and something you just can't quite put your finger on. Forget fancy Lisbon. Porto is real, down to earth, and impossible to forget. I remember the first time I saw Porto. It felt like I was stepping back in time. Old trams zipped by, their bells echoing through the old city walls. The smell of roasting chestnuts from street vendors mixed with the salty air from the nearby Atlantic Ocean. This is a city best explored on foot, so you can really get lost in its maze of little streets. Porto is a city of contrasts. You'll find grand churches next to crumbling buildings, decorated with colorful tiles called azulejos, a Portuguese tradition. The city has history etched into its walls, with Roman ruins whispering stories of the past. But among the old beauty, you'll find a lively art scene, adding a modern twist to Porto's classic charm. You can't go to Porto without walking across the Dom Luís I Bridge. Designed by a student of the famous Gustave Eiffel, its huge iron arches stretch across the Douro River, giving you amazing views. Below, traditional boats called rabelo boats, once used to carry port wine, bob on the water. Get lost in Ribeira, the oldest part of Porto. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its narrow, cobbled streets are perfect for taking photos. Colorful houses decorated with flower boxes and clotheslines seem to lean on each other. Stop at a small tasca, a traditional Portuguese tavern, and enjoy fresh seafood with a cold glass of vinho verde. Cross the river to Vila Nova de Gaia, where the famous port wine cellars are. Take a tour and learn about the history of this special wine. Back in Porto, check out the São Bento train station. Its walls are covered in beautiful azulejo murals, showing scenes from Portuguese history, a tribute to the country's artistic side. Porto has something for everyone, no matter your budget. For a luxurious stay, the Yateman Hotel, looking out over the Douro River, is the perfect choice. Its fancy restaurant with Michelin stars and huge wine cellar will blow you away. For something cozier, try one of the charming guest houses hidden in Ribeira. These beautifully restored old buildings give you a glimpse into Porto's past. I once stayed in a tiny guest house with a rooftop terrace overlooking the river. Waking up to the sound of seagulls and the smell of fresh bread was magical. Budget travelers will feel right at home in Porto's many hostels. These are great places to meet other travelers and often organize walking tours and pub crawls. And don't forget about Airbnb. You can find cool apartments with amazing views, often much cheaper than a hotel. Porto is a shopper's dream, with everything from high-end stores to traditional craft shops. For a real taste of local life, head to the Bolhau market. This busy market has been a Porto landmark for over 100 years. It's full of colorful stalls selling fresh fruits, vegetables, local cheeses and cured meats. Rua de Santa Catarina is Porto's main shopping street. Here you'll find a mix of big brands and local shops. Look out for beautiful Portuguese ceramics, handmade leather goods, and colorful embroidered textiles. I once found a stunning hand-painted ceramic bowl in a tiny shop hidden on a side street. It's still one of my favorite souvenirs. For something truly unique, explore the independent shops in the Clerigos and Miguel Bombarda areas. These neighborhoods are full of artists and designers. You'll find one-of-a-kind clothes, modern jewelry, and quirky things for your home.